Alright, are we here? Alright, so, if anybody is just getting here, this is my stream on, A King's Quest, Chapter 1, A Night to Remember. Now, yeah, this is, Chapter 1 for King's Quest, A Night to Remember. There's somebody named JP Realist, and if you're in this stream right now, I will be playing Battlefront as soon as I finish the stream, and then, so is that. I'm waiting for Rockabilly Gamer so we can play Battlefront, but if he doesn't show up, I'll just do a small stream of it anyway. And then, so there's that. Hello, JP Realist. Let's see here. I'm waiting for everybody to get here. By the way, JP Realist, whatever you want me to play in Battlefront, whatever game mode or whatever you want me to do, I will gladly go and play that. But for now, everybody here, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if you type a comment and I don't get to it right away. It's because there's a delay in the stream since I'm streaming this on PS4. So, yeah. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to A Night to Remember. Alright, seems as if there's 3 people here, so, I mean, I guess, if there's 3 people here, then I guess I shouldn't hold anybody back. Alright, let's get into it. This game uses the autosave feature. Do not turn off the system when you see this icon. Alright. This game looks good. Settings. I just do this in the beginning just to make sure everything's alright. I'm gonna turn on. I'm turning on subtitles just so if somebody can't read it, it's there for them. Controls. I need to know these controls. Move, look, pause, exit, inventory, use, and interact. Alright, that didn't look too hard. Gameplay. Alright. I guess we're ready to get started. Let's play. Night to Remember. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, guys. I know the stream's holding up right now. I know that it doesn't show any footage right now, but don't worry, I'm looking at something right now. Rebel Without a Cause. Okay, so I might have to download that sometime. Alright, Chapter 1. Let's go. Whoa. I love this game's art style. I'm trying to think of what this looks like. Okay, that's me. Whee! Ah! 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 Hi. How you doing? Alright, let's go. Can you jump at all? I don't think you can jump. Alright, whatever. Alright, is everybody here? If everybody's here, then let's go. This game looks amazing. And this is the full first chapter, so, I mean... What was down there? Ah. So strong. Why am I climbing into a well?
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
What? Look for what? What would I look for? And why is there so much money and why is there a dead person in here? What? I'm so confused. Whoa. I'm rich.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
What was the treasure you were after? The heart of Madame? I don't think anybody followed you. Ring, ring, ring.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Whoa, this game looks amazing. I don't know what it's about actually, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh, it's one of those auto jump games like Zelda. Alright. Hello. There's people in here. Hello to the 4 people that just joined, and sorry for the background noise. Can't do anything about it. Hello everybody. Welcome to King's Quest: A Night to Remember. Again, there's a delay. 2 lost attractions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn 1 and see what happened. I swear, if you die...
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
That's a cool mechanic. Oh, that's an awesome mechanic. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
So familiar. What is this?
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
Yes, JP, there was dialogue. And yes, there was a prologue. Actually, not much, but there was some. You missed a little bit of it. What? How did you make this bridge?
Was that tornado near you?
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to...
My way, too. Add a shinier hat to my collection. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
That's sad. Yeah, this game looks pretty good. I really like it. I really like how it is so far. I like the art style and everything.
As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
But I want to.
All right. I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on to that very important treasure.
Ha! I got a free trophy.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about
where are you going?
missing handles,
No, he won't stop playing his video games until he gets bratwurst.
No, don't.
He doesn't like him anyway.
Yes, I do.
He likes his video game better.
Is that, now, is he playing with his PlayStation?
Yeah.
It's not Christmas yet.
Well, he got it early, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that because he's a good boy?
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah, my mom gave it to me.
Missing handle was
Because she
really
wanted me to be able to play it.
What did you
Did you
do?
bring your saxophone with you?
I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
That's not very good
I used
cleverness.
my cleverness to hide.
Boy, he's got all these games on iPhone.
Whoa, look at this dragon.
I think he can too, yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
That's a good tree, I like it. Very, that's what I'm looking for.
I got lazy, so I didn't put any gold. I just put those things.
You know, it's
Luckily,
It's
that
minimalist.
half-blinded beast never noticed.
The dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
I actually, I like trees like this. We had one of these last year, and Katie griped about it. What I like about it is you can put ornaments in depth. So if you're not lazy, you can put, like, take the bulbs inside, and the light really reflects nicely on it.
Alright. Let's see. No, I can't go back down? Where do I go? Game, you're not being very good at telling me what to do. I can't fix that handle, you said. Oh, yes, you can. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot about this.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use?
There we go. I fixed it. Alright. I did it. Woo! That was really loud. How did that not wake up the dragon? This dragon should have been woken up by now. Come on.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
Hi, Mr. Dragon.
Oh, what do you want to drink?
What is there?
Cranberry juice?
Is there any milk?
Yes.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Whoa. Whoa, what is this? This is weird. What is this? And why is that dragon's face just sitting there? I'm dead.
Wait a minute. Does this mean our family's immortal?
That dragon's got a lot of hair. No, I'm dead. Bruh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know, you can hear my family talking. It's alright. I can't do anything about that anyway. Alright, almost there. My feet are sticking out. How can that dragon not see that? Oh.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Alright, let's go. Away we go. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying this.
The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding trap she was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Alright, you ready for your food, Mr. Dragon? Eat up. Nom nom nom. It's giant. It's giant life-size piece of perfect steak time. Having fun there? Knock yourself out, bud. Oh wait, I just messed up. He just ate that thing so quickly. Oh my god, how do I beat this? How am I supposed to... Oh, do I have to just keep feeding him? Oh, I just have to keep feeding him, guys, I guess. Oh, okay. This took me a while. Alright guys, I got this. I'm gonna beat it. Uh-oh. Ah! This is crazy, guys. Oh. Oh, that was so cool. Aw, too professional for you. Am I root? I think I'm about root. How does a mattress not get soggy and sink? I'm confused. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Ha. Dude, that was so good. Oh God. Oh God. Guys. Oh my God. How does this work? He's gonna be like right there, I'm calling it. He's gonna be right next to me.
Safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
How did the magic mirror even get here? By the way, JP, if you're still here, I just want you to know, as soon as I finish this, we're going straight. I knew it.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Okay, Will.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna pause it right here. I will be right back.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope. But with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Alright, I'll be right back, you guys.
You're weird. Oh, you're getting old and crazy.
Alright. Let's finish this up.
So much more.
Oh, hold on.
To my stories and dragons. This old cat will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim. Sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures.
Never hit any, but
All right, let's back to the dragon.
Alright.
Tell me everything. Where can I learn to shoot like that?
A good mentor.
Hello, Edgy.
Practice. This wasn't the first time I went
Streaming,
on a hideous
King's
beast.
Quest.
And while that shot was certainly in self-defense, that arrow was a bit vengeful, I'm afraid. But let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more scary.
Dragons don't scare me, even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that dragon, I'll finish him up. And I'll be known throughout Daventry as Gwendolyn the Brave.
That's quite a bold plan. One that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two.
Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
It's way past your bedtime.
year after he died, man, she was a basket.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
But she still had the 3 daughters. And
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been. Though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Sup? That wasn't it, was it?
Yeah, that was a shock.
Now, was she would have flown this colors, or?
She came out and Sebastian.
And she was in the crib when I was there.
In the, what, 50, whatever, 53, or 52, 53, 52.
Hans was 5 years old, and 2 front teeth missing.
Hello, everybody.
I'm with him. And when we went back this last time,
We're about to finish this.
he knocked the door through.
You had the picture.
But, yeah, come with me. I'll go with you. Yeah, he was a little squirt. You know who was? Peter was a little squirt. He looks like a big
A big Turk now.
Turk now. Yeah.
You didn't go see Otto.
Guard!
No, I didn't see Otto.
Well, hello,
You
cousin.
never met
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days.
No.
I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
They're really
We got
nice.
here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's friends, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes. The legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen.
Very much.
I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling the same jokes
And
in
he
the
rents
hall.
the goats out, and they
Have
take the
you
goats
heard
where
anything the
this
doctors are saying?
Yeah, what's up?
Doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old.
I mean, he's nice enough.
He still has a few good years left.
I hear you, Edgy. Don't
Sorry
worry.
if your family made the trip,
Um,
but there's no need to
I am
worry.
playing
You should get some
King's
rest.
Quest
I'm
tonight to
sure
remember.
you're scheduled for a
Yeah.
full morning of Grandfather's hilarious rambles.
Came to San Quentin.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing
They
tournament.
came, yeah, they came
You'll
to San
love it.
Quentin.
I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory.
Really, Edgy?
The courtyard will be filled with important
Alright,
people and delicious
go ahead and type in your username and I will
I'm
add
actually
you.
competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
Amazon.
I
Who's
see.
in charge of their Kindle program?
Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Oh, wow. And they had it, where'd you have it?
At Hans's house.
At Hans's.
Yeah.
They got a nice house.
Yeah.
Were we with the last
Ooh, nice.
Come in, Gwendolyn.
Alright, you're setting it up right now? Alright, just type in your username once you're done.
That's right. We did go there for dinner too.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important
The
issues.
one conflict with Tobias.
Fencing tournament. I competing.
Supposed to wear
Well,
that.
I signed up. I'm not so sure.
Dora was right next door
Nonsense.
to Montes.
If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I will learn that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing.
About a year after we.
There are many ways to win a
When we were leaving,
duel.
he
I
always
am the one.
Sweet.
I've always
Okay.
He turned around. He said, "I'll see you up there."
John Heinsohn?
Yeah.
What?
I'll see you up there.
Hold on.
Yeah, he just said to you, "Where's too bad I couldn't speak real good German or any kind of German."
Yeah, Dorla didn't speak much English. Her
Yeah.
daughters did.
Yeah.
Her 3 daughters did. And Hans spoke pretty good English.
Hans, of course, Susie speaks it really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tobias spoke pretty good.
I think Susie might have even, in her teachers, she might have even been teaching English.
I think
she does teach
she said she was, she was English as a...
Treating my opponents with respect.
Right.
Surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it.
Did you tour his factory?
Yeah.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night.
You know, that whole thing started in
Big day tomorrow.
Reggie, I don't know who's watching. What kind of horse is that?
Well, you know the cards, because I was looking at the cards, it's your Christmas cards they were getting all kinds of. They don't have Christmas cards.
Oh, they don't?
You write your own verse. Oh, you get the card.
Get a card? Yeah, somewhere we got
Did you guys read a card?
He would be dead right now.
No, we did, but Hans drove us in there. So we didn't
That must have been fun.
Yeah, it was.
I remember when Tobias took us down to that lake. What was that
After
lake?
gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I found the sight of an actual road. The first sign
That's where we rode the boat.
civilization.
Then we drove down to the boat.
Edgy Gamer, no, you shouldn't. Don't leave. Just stay here.
We drove back. We could do like the Black Forest.
Yeah, we went to the Black Forest and went back to Strasbourg.
But that's a broad thing, yeah. He drove 100 miles an hour all the way down there.
Oh, yeah, so we were driving 110 miles.
Well, you thought you were going really fast, remember? We got back and checked the pedometer to see what the kilometers were.
Yeah.
You were going like 80.
Grandpa!
Like
But
90 or something.
it felt really fast.
Triumph fend for himself.
160
Well, shave sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
He was doing 160K.
Yeah.
After all that graceful
Hans
rappelling,
was.
But then when we went to that old
Yeah, just stay here.
city, and John, remember John and Jean and Susan?
No, you're gonna go back up. You're gonna go back up.
Drive that
No,
fast.
he did now. He did now.
And then we got there.
as I
John
was
had a
saying,
ticket.
I followed the road to the east and headed to
in the wrong
the
place
night
or something.
tournament.
But it was
No,
a
I want to
beautiful
go get
city.
Triumph.
All the way around
I'm not
the
gonna go to the
city
east.
wall. And you can walk all the way around the city up to the top of the wall.
What city is that?
East.
Not that far from John.
East. Yep, tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was
How's that make you feel?
It was neat, and inside they had these,
Suddenly,
they had these two big
bus
old
took me and
churches,
pushed
and
me
it was all
down the
over
road,
the village,
and I
not the
headed
village.
east.
Augusta ran and pushed me down the road, and I headed east.
I mean, it's neat the way they take care of their old places
Aw.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Daventry was just a
I'd
few
like to go back
miles
and go to those
away.
Christmas markets.
I
they have,
read all
where the
about
whole
its
town just,
wonders in my
everything was
travels.
Christmas.
That would be
I couldn't
fun.
wait
We
to
should do
check
that.
out its famous,
Now,
fantastical,
Anna and her
rugged
friends, they did it on a river cruise. They went the Christmas markets on a river cruise, and they went down was it the Danube or the Rhine or which one?
Daniel. Yeah.
And then all the little towns along the river are all decorated for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
So then they.
Oh, we could do that. You can hang out on the boat.
Dun 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 dun. dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's got huge abs. Oh my goodness, his abs are okay. That's the bow. Oh, he's a big guy. Oh. What?
When I was stationed over there in 1953, Orion program for the
Hey, over here!
Along the Rhine, when we went from Frankfurt.
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful nights was scheduled for the next day.
Koblenz. We got out of Koblenz, we got to Strasbourg with the boat.
Watching time.
So wait, what do you mean?
Minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you get
Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna pause the stream really quickly.
The Franco-Prussian War. It's a big monument.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember now when you see a war hero?
Alright,
horses on 3
I-
feet is one thing, and it's a horse is what? Remember?
Well, one of them is he
Men.
died in battle. and
Yeah,
one
one
of
is he
them-
died in battle.
I can't remember. They told us that in Russia, and I can't remember because
Yeah. But it has a
0813.
Right. Either if it's got one leg up or 2 legs up.
Yeah.
rearing. Yeah.
it's got to do with if he died in battle or not.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we saw that in St. Petersburg, and it was one of their heroes. Was it St. Peter? It wasn't Peter the Great, was it?
Yeah.
Peter the Great.
Now, on this last trip we made, the pig.
Yeah, it didn't work, Edgy. Are you...
That one town in Romania or Hungary or something, we crossed a bridge and there's a statue there and it's related to the Merkel name.
Oh, the John, yeah. That was in
Budapest.
Yeah, it's
Budapest. Two cities.
it's not working.
It's beautiful. I think Budapest, and we've seen a lot of the old cities, and I think Budapest is the prettiest one we've been.
Is it?
That in Paris.
Now, is Budapest in Hungary or Romania? Is Hungary?
Well, we didn't get the Romania. We got the Slavonian. Tired.
What are you barking about?
You don't know.
They want some more to eat, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, you typed it in wrong.
Every night I give them
Come on.
tidbits there, pepperoni.
Type it in right.
You know, boy, I can't forget it. They remind me.
Oh yeah.
No, that scared me to the.
Because you typed it in all wrong.
At night, before we go to bed, we eat a bone.
Yeah.
And Bella knows what cupboard the bones are in, and it's a lower cupboard. And so as soon as it gets close to bedtime, if we get up to go into the kitchen, she'll sit next to that cupboard.
Yeah.
And she doesn't forget that.
What is it?
It's bedtime and my bones are in here.
No, that's what.
Sorry, it's...
Dolly.
Did Edgy Gamer not work?
Not so much now, but Dolly knows where they are, and she goes right there.
Yeah.
When they see me shut the TV off and shut the lights off, Penny will run in the bedroom. Dolly will run.
Do you not even know what you typed?
They don't forget.
No. They know it happens every night, too. Were they still there?
They're still there.
Oh, good.
Both of them?
Did they get a pepperoni?
Yes. I don't think a mountain lion would jump over to their dogs.
I don't know. We must have, when Billy was gone last week, we must have had a mountain lion in our yard. Because I got up one morning and I was out in the front yard and there were feathers everywhere. And I was like, yeah, something was here last night.
It didn't work, Edgy.
They come up on our deck too, because Ellie's throwing them up on our deck. Yeah, I didn't know. I've heard a lot of people in the area saying that they've seen mountain lions.
Just try Edgy Gamer, okay? Just make it easy here.
I mean, I have seen mountain lion tracks where they walk right, let them walk right through the yard or when at night, when it's snowing. I've never seen a mountain lion up there.
Really?
And of all the years I spent up in mountains all over the state.
Here, Edgy. Here.
Way that, a lot of mountain lions.
Try
I only saw one.
Edgy.
A couple times I caught
And type it exactly how I'm typing it.
That were still warm.
Yeah.
Never kill one mountain lion. They break. What they do, they grab a deer behind the neck and they just break the neck.
Yeah. I'm afraid to go outside though. Katie and
Try
Elsie,
EdgyGamer813.
they've seen one at the top of our driveway, and then they're both scared to get out of the car.
Okay, because EdgyGamer813, capital E, capital G, that's not taken. So you can make that your username.
You know, the officers up there are afraid to make us count. You know, you count over 200. What he had to do, the way the dorms are situated, he had to go out in the open and walk across the short street. I couldn't believe the correctional officer afraid to make the count because there's a mountain lion.
Was he armed?
Yeah, probably.
Well, then what was the problem?
Yeah.
If anything, you would have scared him off.
Yeah. Then we had the other camp on the other side of Corning there, and there was an old mountain lion, and every night they'd see him make his routine along the top of the ridge. But no,
EdgyGamer813, alright.
The neighbor down below, right off the Richmond Road, he's got ducks and geese, and he walked around the corner of his barn one day, and there was a mountain lion pulling the feathers off the goose, and he just backed away slowly.
Yeah, one lady in our area, she put on Facebook that she had fed her cats and said down
hey,
on the
Rockabilly,
porch mountain lion came up to eat the food she just put out for her cat.
EdgyGamer, it's still not working.
And it looked at me and it ran off.
Yeah. Well,
I'm streaming some King's Quest right now, and then I'm going to be streaming some Battlefront. If you want to join in, Rockabilly, it's all up to you. I'm going to be streaming some Battlefront after this, though.
All of a sudden he looks about 20 or 30 foot away under a brush. There's a mountain lion, little tail twitching. I never had a pistol, never had a gun, but he slowly picked up a rock through that. They say never run.
Alright, cool, dude.
That just makes them go after you.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Never turn your back.
You're supposed to make yourself a trigger, yeah.
I think that would probably work.
I always try to stay close to the sliding glass doors.
Yeah, it's not working, Edgy. Here, if you want right now, Rockabilly Outlaw, you can get online and get it set up, because all my things started working. Actually, I just finished streaming some Trials Fusion and some Spelunker World, if you want to go check those videos out. And by the way, I'll restart my PS4. Alright, well, I think I'm almost done anyway. I think King's Quest is almost over. The only money to my name.
You know, Brian's aunt lives up in Australia, and they were gone one evening, and they thought
seemed to be missing some solid mouth.
they had left the bedroom door, or the bedroom window open.
Give me a bit on this. Alright.
Through that open window. Yeah.
Now, I heard that happening down around Lake Tahoe, down around Mammoth, where mountain. They thought the mountain lion saw a reflection in the window.
No, it's alright, EdgyGamer. You didn't mess anything up. It's fine. I was just trying to add you. Apparently it didn't work.
They didn't break through the window. They had left their window open.
Strange tracks. Legs trail through the forest.
It's a bunny rabbit. Can I eat it? No, okay.
When I put my garbage can out,
Yeah, don't worry. You didn't mess anything up, Edgy. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. I've been outside a few times and felt like something's watching me, and I just go right back inside. Especially if he's gone, I just go right back inside.
no, I'll push the garbage can out, let them watch it.
Well, because I'm observant, but my night vision is horrible.
What is that?
So at night, I'm not as observant as I usually am. And Katie and I were letting the dogs out one night, and she said, "Mom, what are the red lights flashing?" And I looked and I'm like, "What red lights?" And just then I saw two eyes glow in the flashlight, and a mountain lion turned around, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, thank goodness we didn't go out." Because we were standing in the sliding glass door. And usually I just open the door and let the dogs out.
That lady
Yes, I'm playing Battlefront later. Yeah. Where do I go? I'm lost. I know I'm playing Battlefront later though. Oh.
That happened, I want to say 2 months ago, to a lady up where we live. She was walking her dog on a leash in the mountain lion.
That
I'm surprised.
freshly broken. That wheel seemed freshly broken. That wheel seemed freshly broken. That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Okay, there's no secrets there. You've missed quite a bit, Rockabilly. Sadly.
I think I remember that story. They were jogging in the park or something.
The local trapper there, he put on a program.
Hello, Mr. Person with blue hair hat thing. Hat.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like this. What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a ow or a oh? Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I risk my neck to forge the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey, I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every virgin is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say!
You can't open your Christmas presents right now.
A man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yep, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, do you have any questions for me?
At first I was like, no, she's only 16, I'm not doing it, nope. And then
you
Billy
repeat
and
that?
her
Try
dad
to keep up, son.
kind of
Bridges
ganged up
out,
on me.
failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, freeze trapping lead, get tools, fix wagon, down a lift to the tournament.
Yeah, I just wasn't ready for my...
But I'm not leaving until later. You're still not supposed to open your Christmas presents right now.
Okay, so I let him move in, and they've been a lot better.
Big and round should do the trick.
Oh,
can I pet your goats? Stay away from my majestic unicorn.
Majestic unicorns.
Isn't that a bit of string right there? Back away. Seriously, my boy, they aren't going to pull this chariot without a wheel. Oh, I know. They're the most majestic creatures in the world.
Those aren't unicorns.
Cakes, I saw that look in your eye. Don't you dare touch my unicorns. No, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you cannot eat his cake. I know. I wish we weren't returning here at this time of year, too. They haven't figured out eye transplants for unicorns yet, Mr. Fancy Cakes.
It worked out great because he was only gone.
Did you eat my retainer again? Okay. Have a nibble of cake. Oh, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you were always my favorite. Other one? Well, you keep doing you. Mr. Fancy Cakes, can you tell Two Eyes to stop chewing so loudly? Hey, other one. Are you sure you deserve to be a unicorn? Your heart just doesn't seem to be in this. Other one, I know we're stuck here, but it doesn't mean you have to make our air quality inhospitable. Oh, can I pet your goats? Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Unicorns?
Okay, yeah, so just repeated.
So he missed all that.
Okay, so that's a big bit of dialogue.
On the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
And my big fear was, I kept telling her, was there once while you're reading the paper where Highway Patrol delivered a baby on the Golden Gate Bridge, and we had to go over there. And I was hoping, it wouldn't happen early in the morning with all that traffic. It doesn't happen about 4 o'clock in the morning. Get ready, you gotta go to Kaiser. Then we get there. Black lady nurse there. She's preparing Lois for it. Where's the waiting room? What do you mean waiting room? She threw me a green outfit.
How did I
Put
get
that on. You're going to come with us.
I'm not supposed to be in this part of the story.
Where did that really lead to?
That is a story for another day.
They have these little screens there separating the cubicles. I'm standing there. Lois is over here. The black lady's over here. And the Filipino lady is over there. All giving birth at the same time. And you want to know who screams? The scream the loudest is Lois. And the people, you know, a lot of young people.
Edgy, I'm playing Star Wars in a little bit. Not yet, but I will play it as soon as I'm done with King's Quest, remember.
Yeah, no, I had really fast labor and delivery, so I had a feeling she would, and we told the doctor, and she had just gone in that day because she had high blood pressure, so the doctor wanted to check her, and he said, I think you are going to go on fast birth. And so she called me, and yes, she called me on her cell phone from downstairs and said, Mom, I'm not having any contractions, but I think I need to go somewhere else. And I said, okay. Oh, so we got there, still no contractions, and we're checking her in, and then she goes, and I go, what? My water broke.
Oh.
And then she walked up to the room, she was great, and then she started having contractions, and they were really strong, but the baby was here within a half hour of getting into the room, and the doctor said the baby was turned wrong and turned last minute, and if he would have been turned right, she would have made it. She would have had, for the doctor, she would have had to have a nurse deliver the baby. So, yeah. So it was really fast, and her boyfriend was coming
The
from
wheel was
Chico,
very
and so he got
I
there,
would
and
have
he
to
came
find
next
another
and called me,
solution.
he said, I'm lost in the hospital. And so I said, okay, I'll come get you. And I got down there, and I'm like, here, I got the baby here, Daddy, congratulations.
My brother, I was helping farm up in out of Williams there, and in the hospital, his wife was to go to the Calusa, which is about 9-10 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's the first kid, and I'm up there working, driving the tractor. You gotta go work yet? Why? You gotta go there and take Wanda to the hospital. You know, we don't sit. We got her. I bet we didn't sit out there 20 minutes, and the baby was already born.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact,
It's a rabbit.
we had snow that day. And so, when she called me, and I woke, Billy takes the sleeping pills. So I woke him up, and I said, I gotta take Ellie to the hospital. I'm gonna take the truck. And he said, okay, yeah, take the truck. And I came back from the hospital at 3 in the morning, and he said, honey? I said, yeah. He said, what'd you forget? He thought I hadn't even left yet.
Yeah, boy, he was on.
And I said, no.
The horn
I
was
said,
broken, but that
congratulations,
didn't
you're
stop
good.
me from blowing
Did you have
on
a
it.
baby? Yeah, I was gone a lot longer than you thought.
Realizing a lot of people probably put their mouth on
Oh, he
that
was
horn,
it.
I was disgusted. I slowly backed away and never
And
moved
Will
that
loves being
horn
an uncle.
again.
This game's got jokes. This game's got jokes.
That's not much younger than me.
Truth is, I didn't care about the germs. It was fun. Eventually, I got tired of blowing that horn and continued my journey.
This game's got jokes. Why does he keep walking into a wall? What is he doing?
Brian calls him ugly.
Okay, that's a lie. I blew on it one more time.
What's up, ugly? My teeth not ugly.
It just made me feel good on the inside.
He's doing great.
Oh, I'm not ashamed. I blew on that germ-ridden, broken horn more times than I will ever admit. There's no need to even comment on it anymore.
Yeah, so they combined.
Why does he keep walking into a wall?
He has 24 days. So he has to be signed back in
What is he doing?
11:59 on the 10th. So, but he's doing great. So he's gonna go to Kandahar. No. He said the base he's going to had a suicide bomber last week, but it didn't kill it. They didn't kill anybody. But he said it was the Taliban. He said it wasn't ISIS. And then Monday morning is the 6 troops were killed, and that's the air base that he's flying into. And so I knew that's where he's flying into. So I woke him up and I said we lost 6 troops at Brigham Airfield, and he said I'll be fine. And I said okay. But yeah.
No, you gotta use your smarts when you're.
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I've read all about its wonders in my travels. I couldn't wait to check out its famous pastoral floating island.
There's a lot of things they hear, and I say you might forget a lot.
Where do I go?
Remember this, and always remember where you are, and who's around you.
Wait, I have.
Your sense of awareness, don't lose that.
Yeah.
Same over there,
Why do you do this to me, game?
Yeah, that group there where they killed 6 out, it was an easy target because they were all walking together. One of the things that, I went in during the Korean War. Of course, I didn't go to Korea, but we got all the training for Korea. And one of the things that they used to emphasize over and over again is when you're in a combat area, don't move up. Because you got guys, mortar guys that can put one in your hip pocket, and they got spotters, everywhere. And that's what the mortar guy was. And the other thing is, you learn a lot. You learn a lot about, protection.
All right.
Concealment.
Let's keep going here. See if we can make our way back before we hit an hour and 21 minutes, because I took quite a long time to have a break when I had dinner. So, by the way, if any of you sat through that, I'm sorry. I can't fix that.
Because he's going to be, what is it called? I get it wrong every time, like rapid ready response or something like that. But, something like that, yeah. And so he said he doesn't have to do anything until they're called, and then they'll get on a Black Hawk and fly to wherever they need them. But, so he told me, Mom, don't watch
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
When Mike was a foreman in the Navy, and the Navy foremen go with the Marines.
Hang on to those, boy. I'd like to earn your money honestly.
Well, he hated it.
Hang on to those, boy. I'd like to earn your money honestly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Brian doesn't do any air assaults, so he will...
My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand, am happy to earn your life savings.
So, yeah, he said, Mom, don't watch Black Hawk Down. He said, I won't watch Black Hawk Down.
My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand, am happy to earn your life savings.
Excited because he was selected for his Humvee license. So he got his
Seems like a waste of money. Seems like a waste of money. Seems like a waste of money.
No, they got better stuff than Humvee. I never liked the Humvee myself. To me, I never trained with it or were in it, but watching TV.
Oh, don't tell me that's what I have to...
Oh, he loves it.
I didn't like that. we used to travel around and
I searched the forest for a while before I found the merchant's lost tools.
you know, receipts and whatever. And it was still,
Where were the merchant's lost tools?
I've got claustrophobia when I'm hungry.
Where are his lost tools?
Driving the
Seems like a waste of
The
money.
way was very
Fort Irwin.
I would have to find
And he
another
was
solution.
posting videos of him when he was waiting, because he had to check in to Humvee. So he's waiting in line to check in at Humvee. And so he's got his phone and he was recording himself in the Humvee with his music going and his head going like this. So it's like driving a car. He's got his music and so. But I asked him, I said, does everybody have to learn how to drive that? And he said, no. He said, they select you and you get your Humvee license. They put you through a course to teach you how to drive it. So I told him, I said, they probably selected you because he's the only one out of his unit that volunteers for overtime.
Oh, okay.
No one else will volunteer. And I told him probably because you don't get paid extra, you're on salary. So they're probably, why do I want to volunteer if I'm not going to get paid?
You're back?
Said, no one
I
else steps up, so
I don't know why you said WTF, but I
Right,
mean,
well, I think all that
I've been
overtime
standing here for
volunteering
so long
for
trying to find these lost tools, and I just...
Seems like a waste of money.
I can't...
Seems
You know, that's eager and you know, and non-complainers.
He was in the hospital. Did I tell you about that? That was 2 days before they left for NTC for Fort Irwin.
Where do I go? Oh my
He got bit by
god.
something. And he got bit and he didn't say anything, and the next day they were doing their PT and he noticed that it was all
Were they
swollen
from
with a
what?
ring around it. And
Were they from what?
his sergeant was like, he needs to go to the hospital, and so the sergeant threw him in the truck.
Jalen, you're gonna have to tell me who Rifle is.
And they didn't know what bit him.
Where was this down in the south?
It was at Fort Carson in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
So they don't know what bit him. They found the bite.
Could be a follower, could be a recluse.
Yeah, and they thought maybe it was a recluse.
Yeah.
But they found the bite. They circled it. They outlined it. Gave him antibiotics.
Where are you going?
And told him if it goes outside the
I
sight
searched
line,
high and low for
come
that
back.
merchant's
And it
toolbox.
never did.
Up
So
and down.
he was able to leave with his unit to go to Fort Irwin. And
Yeah, during World War II,
I searched high and low for that merchant's toolbox. Up and down.
and the rolling down hill. And they said the Army never released how many people got bitten on that. They said, no, it was night maneuvers. Yeah, on night maneuvers, a lot of rattlesnake.
oh, I'm sure.
But a recluse is about as bad as a rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's what they thought. But now he's not so sure because nothing died around the bite.
Yeah.
So he's not so sure. He doesn't know what it was. He said he was playing basketball.
No,
and
don't do
he
it.
thought something stung him.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of shook it off and kept playing, and so he doesn't know what bit him. But they figure it's something
I
much
wondered
better.
what those birds
But yeah, no, he's
needed
having
a
fun.
toolbox.
Are you kidding
He
me?
might do another 3 years.
Oh my
if he
god.
goes to a school.
Yeah.
If he wants to do either sniper or ranger school. So. Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
the only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet.
I honestly
And no,
think as much as he
Gwendolyn,
goes back
before
and
you
forth
start
to
asking me
Australia,
thousands
he'll
of questions
probably
about
go
that hatchet,
further.
I
Because
did
he
not
never
go
knows what he
around
wants to do.
using
You
it
ask
on
him what's he
everything.
going to do if you get out. I don't know. So I think he'll stay in.
There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree. There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree.
I knew where I was going to be going. So I never got serious about anything. I didn't think about going to college or even, you know, I figured, well, me and my friends would just party and go to college. That was about the way. But then when I was in the service, that's when I opened up my eyes. Yeah, I need to go to school. And I was talking to one of my bosses, wasn't my boss at one time. Last night he called, and I told him, Bob, I said, correction was not going to be my career. I said, I only went to correction because nobody was going to put me through school, so I needed to put myself through school. I needed a job. And I said, my neighbor who was working at correction, I was talking to him one day, and he said, hey, Bill, come out there, get a job after your probation. You'll be able to, they'll put you on a shift where you can go to school. I never heard about it. So.
Yeah.
No, but again, even when I was going to,
I'm almost done.
I really wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. So
Okay, I'm almost done.
Back when I was going to Martindale College there,
Seems like a waste of money.
The average student.
Okay, I'm about to play it. I'm telling you, Edgy. Just let me finish this one part. Then I'll save it and come back to it later.
None of us ever had an inkling, but Mike would end up with a medic. That's, you know?
Yeah.
I know it's been a while, but I'm telling you, as soon as I finish this part, I'm going straight to Star Wars, and we're doing a dual stream, okay?
I think it's a good field. That's a field that when you get out of the service, there's a lot of jobs out there.
Yeah. She went in and talked to the Army, and she wanted to be a combat medic.
Okay.
And they said we don't allow women to be combat medics. And now last month they announced women can do combat roles.
Okay.
So now she's kind of like, oh, maybe I will. But I think she's going to college and get her degree, and then decide if she wants to do something.
It would have been good if Brian would have got even just an AA degree before he went in.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
I mean, the only reason most of my service
So don't worry, Edgy. I'm gonna play it soon.
I went down to Texas. I went through infantry training. Then we sent us over to anti-aircraft training. And then when I'm waiting to go overseas or go somewhere, we put in our choices.
Already, bro.
There's 4 choices.
No sense rubbing it.
Seems like a waste of
Wheels
money.
already, bro. No sense rubbing it in.
Stateside is my last choice.
No fans rubbing it
I wanted to
in.
go somewhere.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in the Army.
So don't worry, Edgy.
Caribbean sounds like
Okay,
that.
almost done.
I think I actually put. But
My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand, am happy to earn your life savings.
They didn't have enough people, so they postponed it. So then they stuck me in the kitchen, working in the cook.
Get that blade away from my unicorns. I'm warning you.
Do that kind of stuff. What did KP do? He was a steel cooking. I went up to 100.
Hey, stop it! Those unicorns may look cuddly, but they are ferocious fighters when provoked.
Then after I went through my gun.
You do that one more time, and I won't be able to quell Mr. Fancy Cake's vehement temper.
But then they sent me to Europe.
My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand, am happy to earn your life savings.
Whole new soldiers assigned to Germany or France.
How did his cake taste, Mr. Fancy Cakes?
So they asked me, says, where do you want to go? You want to go to England? You want to stay?
Oh my God! I was just eaten by a goat unicorn.
And I said, I'd like to go close to Munich. I got relatives, and I never thought I'd get it. That's where they sent me.
Nice.
So then I was in my outfit. And this is like lucky, Rick. I was in my outfit for a short time.
What happened to the rest of my tools? My wheel mending kit was in that toolbox. You expect me to fix this wheel with only a hatchet? Hatchets are for destroying, not for fixing. What kind of game are you playing here, boy? Oh, I know. Maybe I can use use this blade to chisel a wheel out of driftwood. Or perhaps I could cut down a rubber tree plant and weave myself a wheel. You are not going to last 3 seconds in that tournament with that kind of stupid dream logic. Tell you what, you can keep my hatchet, but please bring me a real solution. You know, like a wheel, big, round, rolling, a wheel that goes here, like those.
So into that's how I
Get
ended up.
that blade away from my unicorns. I'm warning you.
Permanent assignment. I've been in the Army.
No, Edgy, why would you leave?
Hey, those unicorns may look cute and cuddly, but they are ferocious fighters when provoked.
I've got a permanent assignment there.
Well,
You
he's
do that
been
one
in
more
the
time, and I won't be able to
front
quell
and
Mr. Fancy Cake's vehement temper.
Yeah.
But no, you know, Mike, you know, we had to keep in school. And he always argued school.
Come on, Edgy, don't leave.
His graduation in San Diego. He had a strike. You know, the guy had a strike.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had crawled on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
But you know what? A friend of mine, his son, they put he was in the Army. None of how
No, come on. Really, dude? Don't leave. Okay? I actually found out a way to progress. Just calm down.
He's a dentist over there in Grass Valley.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brian's been setting aside his pay into his
Not a kitty, not a kitty.
They match it or
Yeah,
something like that. And so he's got that going.
Good.
And then he
No,
also
wheels.
thought about taking a lot of these colleges, if
Here
you're
we go.
active duty
No.
military, will allow you
I
to
did
do
not
all
use
your
the
work
hatchet to
online
skip
and
that
do
round.
everything online. So he's been looking into that.
Here we
Keep
go.
that, keep
No,
going that direction.
I did not use the hatchet to skip that round.
He'll come to
Seems
to
like a waste of money.
conclusion of what he wants to be. Now, what's interesting is, okay, I learned the CW system, code,
Here we go. No.
and they were
I did not
they were
use
still
the
using
hatchet.
it. But they were also using
You darn whippersnappers.
and about the time. I talked to a guy in Kansas City there, and that's, you know,
Oh, my God. Really? You darn whippersnappers.
you're jumping, but anyway.
Calm yourself.
Yeah,
And then of course things changed.
there is no telegraphing.
Yeah.
How did I...
They still, I think they still
An
use
overgrown
it for
patch.
traffic.
The spiniferous thornweed obstructed the path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
Code wireless. And you're not tuned in.
Clam yourself.
Why would you walk into a patch of spiniferous thornweed?
Well, I didn't.
Now
I thought about it
to
for a
play
while, though.
song written by our great Russian composer. Sparrow the Treetop. You know, there's all American boots a walking and...
But don't worry, okay, Edgy? As soon as I finish this part, I will do what to do. Do,
And
okay?
they come across with their propaganda about the Marines. In order to become a Marine, you had to be...
I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was infected. I would need a big, sharp blade.
We try to
Ooh.
get into our system, you know. Yeah, those are actually fully back over
Capish?
time.
What's capish?
My grandpa joined the army because he knew he was going to be drafted, so he just joined. And because he volunteered and joined, he was able to stay stateside where he wanted.
Yeah.
And
See, when I was in, because they drafted, they had a big draft going, but you had your what they call it, RAs, that was the regular army. They volunteered, they were in for 3 years. And then you had the U.S.
Oh, I know that.
who were the ones,
Yeah, but what's capish? I don't understand. Oh, I have to chop it down.
Army serial number,
And then you
5219.
chopped down that door, found a wheel, and headed for the tournament.
No, wait a minute. Just because I had a hatchet didn't mean I went around using it on everything.
What is...
It's not that type of story.
Oh, capiche. Okay. It's not capish, it's capiche.
Hey, you joined this man's army, you know.
Yeah.
You can't complain.
my grandpa had it easy because
Capiche?
so he just had an office job.
Capiche.
And accountant.
Seems like a waste of money.
He did payroll.
Yeah, I just didn't want to stay stateside. It couldn't. Of course, now another thing is, You know, I go through, you make a lot of buddies. And you go through the service, you know. And you kind of water kind of seeks its own.
Tom Square was eerily quiet. Was I the
Yeah.
only person in Daventry not at the
There
parade?
wasn't very many dopers in the army that I went through, but we knew who a few of them they were. We just nothing to do with it. But I got over. I ended up.
I spent hours sitting here on the door, but nothing happened.
All my friends
I deserve another trophy for that.
writing me letters telling me about the guns going off. And I felt guilty that I felt I should be with them. Now I look back at it, I'm glad I never did go because there's a lot of baggage.
You will play with me on Friday. Okay.
My
I don't know. Will you play with me on Friday?
brothers, so my great uncle.
Bakery.
He
And
was
his
in the
smell.
army.
The delicious looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach.
My mom said he would wake up screaming. Because
Delectable goods looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach.
So when my uncle woke up, both guys on each side of him were dead. So, and he still has nightmares about it.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pad to collect coins. I liked this shop, so I gave him a tip. Just because. I did not cut that. No cutting. Not that type of story. No cutting. I did not cut that. No cutting. Not that.
Seems like a waste of money.
I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
How do you just store something like that?
I lost 5 uncles in 2 years.
Yes, I will, but you need to make sure that Edgy Gamer works, and I actually checked on that right now. Cause I don't know if Edgy Gamer works. Hold up. Edgy Gamer. Nope, still doesn't work. Okay.
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop.
You cut?
I did not cut that.
No.
No,
You cut?
I did not. I couldn't figure out that combination. I saved my money for a better opportunity. I saved my money for a better opportunity.
Don't leave, please.
Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar.
I cut? No cutting. Not that type of story.
You cut?
Not that type of stuff. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Why do you keep... Okay, you want me to play Star Wars? Okay. Rockabilly says that he would be on in a little bit. Once he gets on, he'll send me a message, and I'll make sure that I go and dual stream with him, okay, Edgy? You just gotta chill here and wait for a while. It's okay.
While I was up for adventure, I didn't think randomly drinking potions was a
Was it nice?
plan.
So yeah, all you gotta do is just stay here, okay? And while we're at it, oh, I'm gonna steal stuff.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pad to collect
Edgy Gamer, okay, you don't even be like that, because he's the one that I stream with, Edgy, okay? So...
Well, I wish.
Cut.
No, I saved my money for a
Okay, so, Edgy Gamer... No, Edgy Gamer, I'm not gonna play it yet, because I told him I would dual stream with him, and I'm not just gonna go and start it without him.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. I borrowed enough for the day. I borrowed enough for the day.
No, Edgy Gamer, because I'm actually about to start playing it, and if you leave, you won't know when it'll start, so that's why you can't leave.
Hello, can I squeeze by you gents? No, we are here to guard the town entrance and keep out any riffraff whilst everyone is watching the parade. If we were to leave, rapscallions would run amok in the empty shops.
Back away, boy. We're on the lookout for intruders.
Stop being useless and help us watch for thieves.
Step aside.
Step back.
Step aside.
Step back.
Okay, so you keep saying bye and okay and bye and wow. I'm just telling you the truth. You won't know when it starts if you leave. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, a shortcut.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, can I pet your goats? Stay away from my majestic unicorns. How did his cake taste, Mr. Fancy Cakes?
Will, don't you want to come and join us for a while?
I'm trying to finish this really quickly.
You got Penny with you, huh?
Yeah.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
Oh, I guess not.
Grandpa, that's not going to... Grandpa, that's...
My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand...
What are dozes? What are dozes? I don't know. What are dozes?
I thought this might do the trick. Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoops, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I have a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this will do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up tonight. Fancy Cakes has a crippling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested? Oh, sounds good. I love a deal. So do I, boys, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's Faminucci from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
No, don't say bye, you'll BRB. No.
Mr. Fancy Cakes! Heel! Halt! A mess! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit. Thanks for the hospitality. No time to lounge, my boy. Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup. Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches. Back away, back away. This area...
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I can find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected. And we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstein fiasco. The tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
What was that addendum again?
Addendum 237A states that a royal guard can only leave his post if someone is in distress and is in need of assistance.
What was that addendum again?
Addendum 237A states that a royal guard can only leave his post if someone is in distress and is in need of assistance.
What was that addendum again?
Addendum 237A states
Okay,
that a
so
royal
it's just
guard
that guy.
can only leave his post if someone is in distress and is in need of assistance. The forest is blocked until this situation is under control. The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
You cut?
I did not cut that.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
And then you cut down that rope, knock those guards into the river, and use your battle axe to score victory at the tournament.
Not that type of story.
And then you cut down that rope, knock those guards into the river, and use your battle axe to score victory at the tournament.
Not that type of story.
Bribes don't work on us. Sorry.
God dang it.
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees.
Enough, Gwendolyn.
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees.
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Seems like a waste of money.
I don't.
Come at me, bees!
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees.
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress! Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy. Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me. Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy. Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am... Uh-oh. Oh. Not good.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Another horn and another missing piece. I don't know.
Cut?
No cutting.
Seems like a waste.
I wasn't going to toot that horn anymore until I found the missing piece. Well, I did, but in silence.
She's on the couch.
You cut?
No cutting.
I have this lovely ticket I could share. No? You're gonna regret it.
Seems like a waste of...
Oh.
Over here, buddy.
Well, he was quite the jerk. Am I right?
Uprooting a tree. How heroic.
Bruh.
Pardon me. All right.
The tree was too heavy to move. I would chop it down to size. I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Oh.
You can't ignore me forever.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm deep in thought.
I like the purple guy most. He's cool.
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please.
Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
Well, my mom whipped up a stack of my special chocolate chip pancakes, and she never lets me leave the house until I finished all my breakfast.
I'll just pencil in Mummy's boy. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
My fingertips when it clasped.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're... every woman's dream?
You got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're... that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. Like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Sir Ten of himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. You got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
What can you tell me about Sir Loin of Roast Beefington?
I can tell you that sounds like a phony name. Who's giving you this false information? Did you just make that up? Go and introduce yourself to everyone. Then come see me for the dirt.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last name. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
What was your name again, Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
Was within. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Sir Tenov himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Sir Tenov himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
That didn't seem like a good idea.
I could feel the riches with the
I
edges
saved
of
my
my
money for a
fingertips
better...
when it clasped. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
That didn't... I saved my...
What do you want?
I heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, skinny pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. What was your name again? Sir Walrus?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Unveiled itself. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Did you hear the crowds? They all cheer for me. They love me. It's a pleasure to see you, Jeffrey. Sit a while and hear my legends. If you have something to say, please say it quickly.
Do you have any advice on the tournament?
Yeah, be like me. But opposite. You lose. Whisper wins. It's a great alliance. Oh, Grace, have you met Royal Guard number 1 and 2? You might not believe it, but I woke up like this. Last night, I feasted on a cheetah with a great au jus sauce. Whisper loves fast food. Let me guess. I've been running through your mind all day. Hey, you! You look like the only thing you run is a bath. And not very often at that.
I saved my money for...
Seriously, do you even run, Joe? You might not believe it, but I just will myself into shape.
Oh, shoot, you're right. Oh, I didn't know this was actually going to be so long.
Yes,
oh my god.
You want some dirt on someone?
Oh.
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Oh my god.
Whisper? His feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. Shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna pause the broadcast. I'm sorry it's too long. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go start playing Battlefront. I'm gonna go play Battlefront. So see you guys there. Just search in Derkshadow plays Battlefront.